Alrighty, so here's a problem I was running into. I was getting a cold shower when the pump would kick on. I'd lose water for about 5 seconds, water heater would shut off, and I'd start getting water back and get a nice cold charge of it before the water heater kicked back on again. So today, while working on the main water line, I drained everything down, see what was going on. The pump was turning on at 25 psi. It should have been turning on at 30. So that kind of started to explain a few things. So to remedy that, I had to adjust the pressure switch, which is right there. Before somebody says, "Oh, you frigged that all up." Well, no, I didn't. My pump is 115 volts soft start, so it's not a 220 volt like most standard household pumps. Your normal pump, you're going to have wires on this side, you're going to have wires on this side, so it breaks both sides of the circuit. I don't have to do that. I could have put the neutral, which is the white, over on this leg, but I didn't need to, so I didn't bother. If I follow the yellow wire up the wall, it'll go over there. I have a light switch, so I can turn this all off without having to shut down my inverter. The pump only draws 12 amps. Light switch is rated 15, so we're good for that. So to change my cut-in pressure, they call it, this bolt right here with a nut, I had to start taking clockwise, not counter, but clockwise, take it to the right. I've turned it about 4 turns, and I've gone from 25 pounds up to 28 pounds. So we'll see what we get now. I've turned it a little bit more. Let's see if we're up to 30. Alright, we're dropping pressure. I still have the power off because it doesn't need to be on. We're just going to see where the switch closes. It'll click. I've got the faucet clicked at 32, so we're a little bit high. We have to back it off now. So we're going to take that nut and turn it counterclockwise. And I can shut the whole camp off right there now. So what I just did, instead of having to put this all the way up to 50, which is where the switch opens and shuts the pump off, when we got it up to 40, I just reached in, and you wouldn't want to do this on the energized side, you might get lifted. I just pushed that open and shut the pump off. So now I'm going to shut my light switch off and de-energize the system again. Turn the water back on, let the gauge fall, see where we click. Alright, we turned on at 32 before, so I backed off the nut counterclockwise just a little bit. Let's see what we get this time. We want to hit it right at 30 on the money. Getting there. So last time we hit it at about 31. There might be some other professional way of doing this, but this works. Plus it's also purging out the line, so not too worried about that. Alright, coming up on 31 and a half, 31. Look at that, right on 30. 30, 30 and a half. That should be pretty close. So now the cut-in pressure matches up with the air charge pressure that's on the air bladder. So now tonight when I take a shower, I shouldn't get a cold burst. So we'll see how it goes. So pump's running. Eventually it's going to shut off. Those are going to open up on their own. Should be somewhere right around 50. Alright, it's a little higher now because this switch that adjusted both cut in and cut out pressures. So we're at like 52 there, I guess. Should be fine. Switch opened up. So now we just try her out, see what happens. This system runs completely off solar. It's a 1500 watt inverter running it. 24 volt batteries with a MPPT controller going to 300 watts of solar panels.